43-33 is your score. Number 4, Smith has the basketball, goes up against Mason Roosh. Then he kind of swings it outside to number 3 in Dawkins. Caden Dawkins goes up against Long. Takes one step in, almost lose the basketball, but he's going to find Johnson down low, and it's good.
And they took their time, and they set that play up, and they were able to finish.
And they lose the ball away again. Dawkins comes down for the Wildcats. He puts it up, and it's going to be no good. Shaq Howard with the defensive rebound.
And he had to avoid Roosher. He would have got a charge, and that's what put that basket off. Oh.
B.J. Freeman had a chance to go coast to coast himself, but he missed the layup. They get it inside to Johnson, puts it up against Howard, and it's going to be good.
A big fella there converts for Eastern Guilford.
So right now, 43-37, 3:47 remaining in the third quarter. Clayton Comets going to have to settle something down right now.
Shots missed, and that's another stop by Eastern Guilford in a 2-possession game.
Their heads look low. They got to get back into it. Dawkins, nice little move to get low, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be out of bounds against the Wildcats. It will be the Comets basketball.
I'll tell you right there, Dawkins drove hard to the lane, but he kind of tried to make a circus shot there, and again, it's the defense that kind of causes those things.
43-37 is your score. Mason Roosh brings it up, slowly brings it up the center of the court.
Right.
Here comes Justin Bell here, next stoppage for the Clayton Comets. Shaq Howard gives it over to Mason Roosh. He brings it inside, and it's going to be fouled.
Foul's going to be called on number 1. That's Amorian Johnson.
That should be his first.
It's his second foul.
Second, there you go. Okay.
Official score. There.
That's why we're unofficial here.
Yep, that's right. And I really want to give a shout out to these folks here that help us. They really have done a good job in this tournament. Got to give them credit too, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So number 15 will come into the ball game for the Wildcats. That's going to be Barry Tate. So Mason Roosh makes his first one, makes it a 44-37 game with 3:10 remaining in this third quarter. He puts the second one up, and it goes in.
It's an 8-point game now, 45-37. Clayton over East Guilford. Important possession here at the 3:05 mark for Eastern Guilford.
Yeah, that's 8 points for Mason Roosh as well. Dawkins gives it outside to Barry Tate, over to Smith. Goes up against B.J. Freeman, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. B.J. Freeman on the foul.
And that's going to be on number 23.
No, they're going to.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're calling on number 23, and that's his third.
Third.
So Camille Smith will be at the line. He shoots, and it hits.
So 2:52 remaining. It's a 45-38. Eastern Guilford is not going away, even though they were down by 11. He puts the second one up, and it goes in and out. Justin Bell with the defensive rebound. They're going to bring it up the center of the court. That's Mason Roosh for the Comets. He goes up against Tate. Behind the back move, gives it over to Shaq Howard. 2:40 remaining. And it's taken away by Barry Tate. Can't foul him. He puts it up, and it's good. That's Barry Tate.
He anticipated that pass, and that was a nice job by Tate on that play.
So it's a 5-point lead right now by the Comets. Here comes Eastern Guilford, but the Comets do have the basketball. Shaq Howard on the right-hand side, right in front of his student section. He gives it over to Javante Long. Goes up against Dawkins. Over to Shaq Howard. Step move inside, puts it up, and it's no good. Smith with the defensive rebound. He brings it up the right-hand side. Spin move, gives past Javante Long, and then it's going to be out of bounds.
Out of bounds, going to be
It will be the Wildcats basketball.
Want to say this about Barry Tate and that play he just made? He a freshman.
Yeah.
Holy cow, you kidding me? What that means, folks, is he's going to be back for 3 more years, and he's already in the third round of state playoffs. Wow.
Timeout on the court. We're going to take one with him. 2:05 remaining in the third quarter. 45-40 right now in favor of the Clayton Comets, but here come the Wildcats. The Comets going to have to do something special right now. This is Comets basketball on the CRN Sports Network. Sportsmanship. means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team.
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom.
Dad, son,
Daughter. Coach.
Are we in this together?
sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
This is CRN, the Community Radio Network, the voice of the community, the voice of anything sports, and proud to be the voice of the Comets. Follow us at crnsports.org. Now let's get back to the broadcast coverage on CRN.
And welcome back to local basketball right here on the CRN Sports Network. The Wildcats of Eastern Guilford will have the basketball after the break. Dawkins brings it up, goes up by himself, and he lays it in.
And here comes Eastern Guilford.
They're
Three-point game now.
They're playing a full-court press to get the Comets off of their game. You just got to slow it down, play your game. 45-42, 1:45 remaining in this third quarter. Justin Bell gives it over to Javante Long. B.J. Freeman inside, and he misses it. But B.J. Freeman comes down when he continues to fight for it. And
now we got him on the floor.
Look at him go. Wow. Look at him go. It's a wrestling match.
And
oh, my
giving
goodness.
The ball to Eastern Guilford. I don't understand that. Nobody had possession of that ball.
And it looks like the Eastern Guilford Wildcats are called a timeout. But we're going to stay right here.
Yeah,
what happened? They were all fighting for the basket.
Wow.
Every single player was on the floor. They awarded the ball in possession to the Wildcats. Obviously, this crowd doesn't agree with this.
Not at all. I never saw possession. Did you? I don't know. While we're in this timeout, got some XFL scores for you. St. Louis is over Seattle 23-16. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And earlier today, New York defeated LA 17-14. And I'm going to tell you, this league has really been impressive to watch.
Absolutely. It's
just
football.
Love it.
It's real football.
It really is.
So Barry Tate will have the basketball for the Wildcats off the break. Oh, my goodness, look at the moves. And then there's a stop that the Comets needed. B.J. Freeman, bounce pass over to Long. He on the left-hand side. He wants Freeman back over to Long now. He brings it inside, and he almost throws the basketball away, but Mason Roosh will grab it. He brings it inside. He puts it up, and it's good. Mason Roosh picks this team and put it on his shoulders. Yep. He said, you know what? I got it, guys. I got you.
He got that loose ball and said, watch this, folks.
And it's going to be out of bounds against the Wildcats.
Oh, goodness. 50.9 to go in the third period. Clayton 47. East Guilford 42. Clayton has the ball. Inbounding the ball now.
Comets have the basketball. That is Mason Roosh. Will be on the right-hand side now. All right. 46 seconds remaining. 47-42. This Comets team has not looked back since the early parts of the first quarter.
They played really good ball. And Mason Roosh, I tell you, he just makes great decisions. The young man, the senior, is really taking on a leadership role here for this Clayton Comet team. And there he's just holding the ball, making them play defense, which is a smart move.
Gives it outside to Justin Bell. Over to Javante Long. Back at the top of the key for Mason Roosh. Barry Tate will come out to him. Behind the back move. Good pick move by Shaq. And Mason Roosh brings it outside to Javante Long. Swings it over to inside to Shaq Howard. Back outside to Long. 6 seconds remaining. Over to Justin Bell for the three. And it's going to be no good. 1 second. He puts it up. And it had a chance. It had a chance to go in.
Wow.
Your score, end of 3 quarters. 8 minutes to go here in the third round of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. The Clayton Comets have a 47-42 lead over Eastern Guilford, the Wildcats.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, folks. Playoff basketball, I tell you, it's just up and down the court. Right now, Eastern Guilford, they're only down by 5. But they just need to finish their offense. They need to really play good defense. Right now, Clayton is moving the ball really well. They're making good passes, finding some open shooters, making good decisions.
So the number 1 team, Westover, has a lead over Rocky Mount right now. If the Comets can get, or win, should I say win,
yes.
the Clayton Comets get over Eastern Guilford here in the third round of the playoffs, they will either face Westover, who is the number 1 seed, or the number 24 seed, who is the Cinderella in this tournament this year, of Rocky Mount.
Well, I'll tell you this. The playoff, this is a Saturday, too, and look at this place.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
They're not missing this
I
ball
bet
game.
there was some tailgate going on earlier, maybe, you know.
Absolutely. 7:52 remaining in the third quarter, or in the fourth quarter.
That's a good
and they're
call.
finally going to call a foul on Barry Tate, who's playing a freshman, like you mentioned, is terrific on the defensive stance.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, but he got a little bit of Roosh's arm there, and it was a good call. It was a good call.
Absolutely. So Dylan Spencer will come in for Barry Tate. And the Comets will have the basketball. He gives it over to Mason Roosh, and in his back pocket is Spencer. He gets off him somehow, gives it over to Javante Long, 7:42 remaining. Over to Shaq Howard at the top of the key. Swings it inside to B.J. Freeman. He's double-teamed. He puts it up, and he's fouled.
And I'll tell you what, they've done a good job against B.J. B.J. has not had an easy shot. At halftime, he only had 2 points, and I believe that was a major concern for East Guilford. They've got to stop him, and they've done a good job of keeping him in check tonight.
What happens when you stop B.J. Freeman, you have all the shooters outside.
Yeah, that's true.
B.J. Freeman hits the first one. It's hard to believe. If I'm right, he has 6 rebounds and 3 points here tonight. He misses the second one, and the Wildcats come down with that is number 20, Blackstock. He brings it up the left-hand side. 7:25, 48-42 is your score. Blackstock brings it up right at the free throw line, puts it up, and he banks it in.
Little Windex work there.
Not sure he called that, Bruce.
Yeah, didn't call it, no.
7:13 remaining. It's a 4-point game in favor of the Comets. Shaq Howard has it. Gives it over to Mason Roosh inside of B.J. Freeman. Spin move. He puts it up, and he's fouled again. I love it.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing now. He's drawing contact. And the Eastern Guilford folks are not happy with it. So now we've got both sides getting involved.
Mario Johnson, number 1. That should be his 3rd foul of the night. 7:03. And he makes the first one.
49-44, 7:03 mark in the game.
Puts it up, and he makes that one.
Make it 50-44.
So Dawkins for the Wildcats of Eastern Guilford brings it up quickly past half court. He gives it over to, he looks to the left-hand side. He's going to be picked up by Javante Long, though, 6:51 remaining. Dawkins pulls up at the 2-point line, and that's going to be a 2.
2-point basket, Dawkins at the top of the key.
Mason Roosh gives it over to Shaq Howard. 50-46 now. Mason Roosh has it. Going to be picked up by Spencer, Dylan Spencer of the Wildcats, and he's fouled.
Yep.
They're finally calling it.
Yep, they are.
They're not letting, what I love, they've been consistent really all night, though. They have been consistent.
Real quick, Virginia 49, Duke 48, $1:50 to go in the game.
Mason Roosh gives it over to Javante Long, 6:27 remaining, 50-46 is your score. Shaq Howard, and he puts it in.
You can't
do
that. You just cannot leave him alone. You got to put somebody on there. He had all day to set up for that shot.
His first 3 of the game, and it came, the other 6 points, or 8 points came in the first quarter. And long pass over to Javante Long, and he saves it, but he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think he stepped out of it. They called a timeout.
No, he saved it from going out of bounds. Justin Bell just heaved it like a quarterback, although and it touched the under the rim.
Yeah.
But somehow they get a timeout on it.
Yeah, well, then what they done is the coach saw he might be losing his balance, called timeout before he went out. And looking at some other scores in the NCAA, BYU defeated Pepperdine 81-64. And right now, in this